Hello, everyone. I hope you are well today. We've been in our homes for over 40 days and over 40 nights. And so, there is a story that we're reminded of when we hear that. And it is a story of love, of caring, of protection, and of a covenant. A covenant is a promise made from God to us. So I'm going to tell you that story right now. That story is about Noah and the ark. A long time ago, there was a man named Noah, and Noah was a righteous man. This means that he was a good man. He was a good father. He was a good husband. He was a good friend. He was a good man. He did good in the eyes of God. And God was talking to Noah one day and telling Noah that there was going to be a lot of rain coming. Not just a little rain, but a lot of rain. So much rain that it was going to flood Noah's house and his yard and the streets and the city and towns all around, and that he needed to make a boat. But it wasn't going to be just a little boat. It was going to be a huge boat with a house on it. We call it an ark. So big that it had a house that was really a house with a barn all on this boat. It was humongous. And Noah listened. Did you hear that? God said a pretty strange thing. Build a boat that has a house with a barn on it. But Noah listened, and he did as he was told. And he worked very hard to get this boat ready. And I'm sure his sons helped him, his family helped him, and maybe friends helped him. But they built this humongous boat. Now, the rains began. So Noah had his family pack up, and all his family got on the boat. But God told Noah not only did he want to save his family, he wanted to save the animals. So he told Noah to get animals that were all around him on the boat. And Noah did that. He marched the animals on the boat, 2 by 2. So on the boat, he had horses and cows and pigs. He had zebras and giraffes and elephants. He had turtles and lizards and my least favorite, snakes. And he had lions and tigers and bears. And what else do you think he had on that boat? You tell me. Can you think of some other animals that he had on the boat? All of those animals got on the boat, 2 by 2, with Noah and his family. So you can imagine it was pretty crowded. The rain continued, and it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Kind of feels like that around here lately. A lot of rain. It rained and rained and rained. And all of the land was covered with water. Bye-bye Noah's house, bye-bye Noah's yard, all gone underwater. And so Noah and his family and the animals traveled by boat, just sailing around, just waiting for the rain to stop. I bet they got really tired of each other. I bet it got really crowded, maybe even a little smelly on that boat. And but they didn't have no choice. They had to wait until the rain stopped and the waters receded. Receded means that the waters went away so that land would return. Well, after 40 days and 40 nights, the rain did stop. But Noah had to wait a little longer. He had to wait because he knew that the land was flooded. Just because it stopped raining, where were they going to put their boat? There was no land, so he had to wait more days and more days. And after a while, he finally sent out a raven, big black bird, and sent it out to let it go and travel around and look for land. And that bird never came back, but it was traveling all around. And then he sent, after a few more days, a dove. And the dove went out and looked for land, but couldn't find any. So it came back. So they had to wait a few more days. And then Noah sent out another dove. And guess what? It came back with a branch, showing Noah that there was land nearby. So they waited a few more days and they sent the dove out again. But the dove didn't come back because he had found land and he was going to stay there. And that was the sign that Noah knew that their adventure on this ark was done. So they got to the land and they unloaded the boat. All those animals we talked about got off the boat. And Noah and his family got off the boat. And then they had to start over. They had to build a new home and create a new farm. But they were up to it because they had been saved. They were okay. And then God talked to Noah again. And he said, Noah, you are a good man. You listened to me. You were listening and you believed. And he said, and I want you to know I love you. I love you and your family and all my people so, so much. I will always be with you. There will always be lots of rain. There will always be hardships because that's part of what life is. But I will always love you and protect you and care for you. And I'm going to give you a sign to let you know that. And do you know what that sign is? It's the rainbow. Can you do that with me? Rainbow. Every time we see a rainbow, we're reminded that God loves us so much that he protects us and cares for us. My friends, it's been over 40 days that we have been in our boats, in our homes, with our families and our animals, and that we're getting tired of being in that boat. But we have to wait more days. We have to wait a little bit longer. We have to send our doves out. And the doves are telling us that because we're in our boats, that we're doing the right thing, that the sickness that's in our land is being controlled and less people are getting sick. But we're not done. We're not done yet. We have to keep waiting more days. It's hard, but God sent us signs. He sends us signs through the rainbow. He sends us signs with spring coming, with beautiful flowers and grass to play in. He sends us signs with people caring for each other, with having a parade last week. That was a sign of love. With having cards that you're sending out to each other and you're getting back and forth, and phone calls and texts and emails, and you get to talk to your grandpas and grandmas and aunts and uncles and cousins and friends. Those are all ways God is showing us his love, is through each other. Hang on, my friends. We can do it. We can do it because we know that God loves us. He's protecting us. He's caring for us. And he is always with us.